GQ magazine published a very questionable article today about how Obama will probably do something about the war on drugs in his second term should he get reelected.
Yeah, that's a good one. But look, it's not just funny. I read the article and I still don't know what he would do.
No, but that's the problem that I have with the article, because first of all, it doesn't name any sources, okay? All it says is ongoing discussions with Obama aides and associates. So it doesn't name anyone specifically, okay? So either they're making this story up or it was fed to them by the Obama administration. And it doesn't specify whether he's going to be more aggressive in this fight against drugs or if he's against the war on drugs and he wants to end all the raids. Now, given his track record with the war on drugs, I would assume that if he does anything with the war on drugs, he'd be more aggressive in promoting it.
Yeah, and since they say we're going to do something with the war on drugs, you almost have to assume that the something is what he was already doing, which is cracking down on drug dispensaries, getting tougher with the war on drugs. You know, like, what are we supposed to believe, that all of a sudden that something would magically turn to, no, I'm going to let the states do what they think is right, and I'm not going to bother states that have marijuana as legal medically or otherwise? No, and why? And so this is, you know, I got to be honest with you, I'm really disappointed with the article, and
I feel like the beginning of the article, which talks about the Obama administration, was just a hook to get the readers interested in what they really wanted to write about. And what they really wrote about was this new documentary called The House I Live In, which, by the way, sounds like a great documentary. But I don't know, are people willing to read about a documentary? Probably not. So they're like, let's hook them with this ridiculous thing.
No, I like the documentary. I like what they're saying about that. But I'm really disappointed in the article because what it sounds like they're doing is, they had a source inside, not even the administration necessarily, but the campaign, that said, hey, we need young voters. So let's pretend we're going to do something on the war on the drugs. But we don't want to actually go on the record and say that we would not fight the war on drugs, you know, viciously, because then the Republicans would use that against us. So give us the best of both worlds. Lie to your audience as if we're on their side to get young people to vote, but don't actually say anything, because then that might turn off Republicans or independents and have them vote against us. So can you please do our bidding in writing this ridiculous article that has no basis in reality? And here, Mark Ambinder has said, apparently, yes, I will do that. And I don't think he should have. I think it's terribly misleading. And here's my level of confidence that Obama is going to do anything rational about the war on drugs in the second term. None. Zero. There's no evidence to that effect. All of the evidence is to the exact contrary. He's been even tougher than Bush in these drug raids, etc. He renominated the person. Bush didn't even get to be confirmed as the head of the DEA. He got confirmed with this massive right-winger who we showed you in testimony just last week, said marijuana or heroin, which one's worse? I don't know. Ridiculous. That's the person Obama picked, and that's the person he'll pick in the second term. Because, see, there ain't going to be no change. There wasn't a change in the first term. There ain't going to be change in the second term unless it's to get more right wing on this issue. So don't believe the hype for a second.